December 31st, 1999. The end of a century. The end of a millennium. The beginning of the end.
He's coming for you, Christine. Can you see him?
Who are you? How do you know my name?
He's gonna find you, Christine.
Get down on the ground!
You don't know what you've done!
You said here the guy spoke to you.
Yeah, so what?
The guy doesn't have a tongue.
Listen to this. I've seen the earth laid to waste. Take it easy. We're the good guys.
They tried to kill me. Why?
She's been chosen.
Chosen for what?
If the Dark Angel consummates your flesh as this human body before midnight on New Year's Eve, then he unlocks the gate of hell.
I've come for my wife, Christine.
God, forgive us! Let her go.
How can you expect to defeat me when I am forever and you are just a man?
And what is going on, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore More Podcast. I am your not so mean fluff master queen, Big Johnny D, bringing the shit show in. However, I do not bring the shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my horror homies. Started off with that Duke of the Dead, oh my God, the Lord Scuba Counter, the host with the ghost. I was thinking of a different one, and then another one came out. It was he's got too many. But Mr. Steve Vasquez.
How's it going, baby?
And that killer machine, that meat mountain, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yes, yes. Today is December 26th, 2022, and we got a fiery episode for you today. But first, let me at least address the elephant in the room. We are missing our Chad Daddy. Unfortunately, the dude's been going through some power outages last couple days and just been completely fucked. Didn't get to watch the movie. He does send his regards, though. He has watched before. It just hasn't been a minute. So, he didn't feel like he was fresh enough for today. But we miss him. He's still here in spirit. But before we even review this fucking banger of a movie, which I'm very happy to watch because it's been a long ass time, we're going to talk about what the fuck we did this past weekend. So, Mr. Vasquez, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your Slice Life!
Fuck yeah, buddy. Pipes are sounding fantastic.
Sounds like you had to get a little squeeze on that last little note.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Bobby, you want to start us off, homie? How was your Christmas, bud?
My Christmas was great. So what did it start with? Friday night, me and my girlfriend, we went out and had ourselves a little pre-Christmas dinner. We just treated ourselves to some nice seafood and to some good foods. And we exchanged our presents early that day. We just couldn't wait. She got me a pair of boots and a couple of new DVDs. She got me. I'll show you real quick because I'm happy. I have Pearl, which we actually finally watched last night, and this was a great movie. I love this and X prequels, and then technically sequel. Two of the great horror movies easily of the past 8 years. And my favorite, and I definitely put it in the top 10 scariest, Smile.
Nice.
I was so happy.
Damn.
Like,
You have talked quite a bit about that movie, homie. You definitely enjoyed it.
I
for
stick
sure.
by everything I say about it, and everybody's like, it's like It Follows. I'm like, it's better. I think it's better.
Never watched It Follows, so I can't judge on that.
So
I like Smile though.
I like It Follows. It's good, but like this hits home a lot more. But anyway, so and then Saturday, we spent little Christmas Eve together. We just chilled out, went and had lunch. And then I was at my uncle's house with family, drinking, eating all the good Italian stuff that likes to clog your arteries and make you feel great the next day. So I was doing that. And then Sunday, Christmas.
Hey,
opened
bud, can I
presents.
ask you a question? I don't mean to intrude by any means, just because being the Italian man.
Yes.
What do you do? Do you do actual Italian dinners for Thanksgiving, or I'm sorry, Christmas, or do you do like the traditional like white boy Christmas stuff?
Okay, so when we're at my uncle's, generally it's Italian. We do the antipasta, we do like chicken parm, we'll do calamari, seafood
Dude, that's my wife's
salad.
family, bro. We had a
Yeah.
couple different pastas, dude, and then we had the meatballs
Yeah.
and sausage. They
Yeah,
throw
like
ribs in their sauce, which is different, but it's delicious.
were they like beef ribs or whatever? I'm
They're
sure.
pork ribs. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pork ribs
yeah,
to go
because
with it.
technically
Dude,
in
it
a
falls so right off. You're literally just pulling the bone out of the sauce.
yeah,
I mean,
you're literally
good.
it's because in a sauce you could throw in beef, veal, and pork, and we make the meatballs out of that too. So yeah, that's pretty tradition.
Where
And then
no, it threw
Yeah.
me off the first time I experienced like spaghetti on Christmas Eve. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
now, I mean that's traditional Italian food, yes. So we have that, and we have a little
Word.
fish.
Okay.
But a true traditional Christmas Eve is 7 fishes, and that's Italian as well. That's
See,
what- that-
at my aunt's house Christmas Eve, there wasn't 7, there was 3. There was
Yeah,
crab cake, shrimp, and we had scrod.
yeah. Very few people do the 7 fishes, but like
It's a lot of fish.
If you haven't listen, if you have an old school Italian who just came off the boat, 9 times out of 10, you want to know what you're getting. You're gonna get that. But and then we had all that good shit. You name it. And then Sunday we were here, did presents, and then we went to my brother's wife's parents' house, and he had, chicken, again, and more Italian. They're Italian, but it was like chicken cacciatore. He had calamari. He had potatoes. You name it. It was a wonderful feast. And then we had cheesecake and all that stuff to end it. And so it was Christmas. I got a lot of good things.
Is cheesecake cake or is it pie?
I go with cake.
But it has a crust.
But no.
That's a pie.
Yes. But it's not a traditional pie crust. A pie crust comes up the side.
But is it more pie than Boston cream pie, which is a cake?
Or lemon meringue.
Oh, deep discussions on Gore more. Sorry, Bob, didn't mean to throw that one. But it sounds like you've had a very filling Christmas, dude.
All I'm gonna say is your questions is like this: is it good food? Eat it.
Yeah, right.
Eat
Like,
the
I don't care
shit.
what it
That's
is. I'm
all
gonna
that
eat
matters.
It.
Just fucking eat
Shovel
it.
into my face hole.
Exactly. So, but yeah, no, it was a great Christmas with family and friends. My girlfriend and her family. It was nice. I watched this movie last week. I mean, I recited it word for word. So, yeah,
There was a few lines I definitely recited because I was like, "Oh yeah, dude."
I could name this
Fucking
movie.
Choir Boy.
See, this is one of my favorite Arnold movies. I'll say that right off the bat. I think it's one of his underrated movies.
It is.
But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
And then today was just me and my girlfriend enjoying shopping around with our one friend, and we had lunch, and now we're here to talk about this. And I would like to know what this gentleman up here has to say about his Christmas.
Well, I was fucking dying of a hangover all day Friday because my vacation started on Thursday. And so Scuba got it in his head. You know what? I'm going to drink on a Thursday night. I haven't drank on a Thursday night in a really long time. And I drank like I was in my 20s. And Friday, I woke up remembering that I am 40. And I was fucking dying. I woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, mind you, all I drink is Jaeger. Okay, it's all I drink is fucking Jaeger. Brody, what's up, Brody?
Brody.
Jaeger bombs. What's up, Brody?
So, Jaeger bombs. Yes, that's all I drink, but I drink them in a pint glass. Okay, it's called a Master Blaster. So it's half Jaeger, the rest is Red Bull, and I slam them. Those are my shots. That's what I drink.
Wait, is that one of those ones where it's like the shots on top and the chasers in the bottom? Like those
No,
shot
no,
glasses?
no.
I used to have one of those.
No, it's just literally
No.
just a pint glass. You just pour half and half, and then
Oh,
that's I
okay.
fucking slam it. So I only thought I drank a few. I was like, I drank more than this before. Why am I still drunk at 9 o'clock in the morning?
1, 2, 10. What?
So apparently I was live streaming on TikTok. Didn't remember that I was live streaming on TikTok. Sang my ass off, bro. My vocals were on fucking point Thursday, to the point when I woke up on Friday, I was like, why the fuck does my throat hurt so bad? So I watched the video and I'm like, oh god damn, like I was singing some shit that I don't normally sing. And
Was it
so
Christmas
all day
music, or
Friday,
what are we talking about?
I
Like,
started off with Christmas. I started off with Blue Christmas by Elvis, because I was like, I'm gonna be that asshole that sings the first Christmas song of the night. So I sang Blue Christmas. And then it just went on. I sang some fucking Marvin Gaye. I sang some Chris Stapleton. Like I was just going on and on and on.
Yeah, baby.
So I wake up and I can still taste Jaeger. Like
Oh, God.
I can
That's not
smell it
good.
in my breath. I feel it coming out of my pores. And I'm like, oh shit, I think I'm immortal because I don't feel drunk. I don't feel hungover. I am a god. And I sit up and I quickly realize, nope, you're still drunk, dumbass. And so I was laying in bed all fucking day. Probably about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, my hangover finally kicked in, and it would just it kicked my ass. I went to work Saturday night. People were offering me shots, and I was like, get that shit the fuck away from me. Like, I don't want it. I don't want to get the fuck away from me.
So
It
wait.
was bad.
Did you at one point look up at God and say, never again?
No, never, because I did look over at Mel and
I'm not
go,
gonna lie about it. I mean,
I'm never drinking
Well-
again. And she goes, yeah, fucking right. And I'm like, yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm not drinking for a while, though.
This is
there
in
you
the
go.
moment.
That's the
So-
truth.
That's it. That's in the moment where you're just like, oh, never again. Good Lord. 3 weeks later.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe again, but you know.
maybe again.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so I took it easy on Saturday. Came home, had the kids open their presents, because that's our tradition, is when I get home from work, because I've worked in the bar business literally all their lives. So
Yeah, so you're there late
They-
nights, dude.
I
Yeah.
wake up, or they wake up when I get home, and so that's when we always open gifts, is at 2 o'clock in the morning. So woke them up, or woke my daughter up because my son was awake already, and we opened gifts, and it was really cool because Mel's never had a traditional Christmas before, because she's, like I always say, she's not from here, and so she was just kind of like, why are there so many presents? And I'm like, what do you mean? This is nothing. Like, I went easy this year. Like, I was broke
Bro,
this
there's
year,
some
so-
Christmases, man, where it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, it can be ridiculous,
Yeah.
dude.
And that's usually how I am for Christmas. Like, I go all out, and this year I couldn't do it. So I felt kind of bad, but she was like, why are there so many gifts? And I'm like, this is not a lot, like, at all. And she's like, yes, it is. And I'm like, oh, baby, you got so much to learn. You got so much to learn. And so my kids open up their gifts, and I knew my daughter bought me something, and I was like, where's my present? She's like, I don't want to give it to you. And I'm like, what? Why? And she's like, because it's stupid. And I'm like, baby, you bought it with your own money. Like, you worked your butt off to buy me something for Christmas. Go get it, like, right now.
Right.
So she brings it
Absolutely.
to me. She puts it in my lap, and she's like, it's nothing big, but it was off your Amazon wish. I'm like, baby, it's fine. Like, and so I open it, and it was the patch for my flight suit
Nice.
and
Yeah.
the rubber gloves
Ooh.
for my cosplay.
Hell yeah.
And so I'm
Yeah.
like, I got all excited and happy, and I teared up, and I gave her a hug, and she's like, you really like it? I'm like, yes, this is like shit that I wanted.
Dude,
Like,
and I get it. She probably thinks it's because it's so minimalistic and everything like that, but that's not like you said, dude. Your daughter took the time, grabbed the money, and anybody that does the Ghostbuster cosplay, man, it's a full puzzle, and it's not
Yeah.
together until you put the puzzle. So you need all pieces, little or big, together.
Yes.
And no matter the smaller piece, dude, it's still just that exciting to get that much closer. You're like, fuck yeah, dude, it's coming along.
Yeah.
Get it,
So,
bro.
I mean, and even my 21-year-old didn't get me shit, which I don't care. You know, I'm not about gifts. I don't care.
Yeah.
But the fact that my 17-year-old did, you know, and I loved it. I just fucking loved it so much. And, you know, and like I said, I tried to get them as much stuff that they wanted off their list. And so it was a good Christmas, man. And then I ended up making, my daughter calls it my famous Christmas ham, because I called it that one time when she was little. And it's literally just fucking ham with brown sugar. I make a
Did
brown
anybody
sugar
spank
glaze.
the ham?
I always spank the ham before I put it
All right.
in.
There
Always.
you go.
Have you ever put maple syrup on it?
I have not.
Dude, it's delicious.
I have
No,
not.
no. If you do the maple syrup with the brown sugar and let it bake,
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I mean,
bet.
it adds 1,000 calories per slice, but it's totally.
but the
Yeah.
crispiness
Yeah.
is
Yeah. And so I made that. I'm working on it, Brody. Hopefully this year. Hopefully this coming year.
Brody's
I got
like, where's
some
my
stuff in the
Christmas
works.
present?
Next year, Brody. Next year. That'll be your Christmas present.
It's on
Maybe the
OnlyFans.
trailer. The trailer will be your Christmas present next year. But yeah, so then I just we hung out at home, and Mel wanted to have a lazy day yesterday, and the only thing missing was matching pajamas, but we watched Christmas movies. She watched A Christmas Story. And she's like, I hate this movie. And I'm like, what? She's like, I only saw it when I was first over from Iran. She's like, and I never understood why the kids were so spoiled. And I'm like, what? And so like I'm watching the movie and I'm like, you just ruined one of my favorite fucking Christmas movies by making me look at it from a foreigner's perspective, because they look like entitled little bratty kids that want what they want. And I'm like, you're not ruining this shit for me. So I watched it like 3 times and I'm like, okay, I'm back in my Christmas spirit. Then we went to go watch Violent Night, and God damn it, let me tell you, that is hands down one of my new fucking favorite Christmas movies. And
Top three,
Yup.
dude.
Yep.
Top
Yep.
3.
Yep.
Have
and
I
as
not
soon as
been,
it comes
dude?
out-
Like
You
now
have,
you get what
you
I was
have.
screaming about
Yep.
it when I saw it, dude. Because I was
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go watch it again. Like I just
And-
got
and-
out. I'm like, nope, let's go watch it again.
And as I'm watching, I'm like, man, this is not a horror movie, but we could
No,
fucking totally review this shit still.
this
next
is definitely
Christmas.
part in the. It definitely
And
has
more.
gore and more for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
gore and
it-
more for
it's-
sure.
It's towing the line.
Yeah. But it was fucking violent. The name does it justice. It is a
Bro.
violent fucking night.
All right, Bob. I'm sorry for the spoilers, and maybe I already said it, and I can't remember.
no. Listen, spoiler.
How-
I will see it regardless. So go.
How hard did you laugh when Leguizamo dropped that line right before the big finale fight?
Oh, dude. I was the loudest one in the fucking theater.
I cackled, bro. Like
It was-
straight up
yeah.
cackled.
Yeah, it was, dude. Everything about that movie, I loved it. Beverly D'Angelo kind of scared me a little bit. Her face looked kind of whoa, but she got a lot of Botox. She got a lot of Botox going.
75, bro.
She's
Like,
Yeah.
you know.
she's had that for
It's
a while.
showing. It's fucking showing though. But yeah, it was a good like it was just so fucking great. And fucking Tatted Santa, I'm
Dude,
for it. I am
first of
fucking
all,
for it.
I'm just gonna say, and I'm maybe you got the same. Dude, my wife was all about that scene, and she definitely let me know that. And apparently, like randomly, I heard my sister talking about it because my sister apparently liked it too. But it's dude, like all these women are seeing that scene. It's like apparently that was just a straight thirst trap scene for women.
Yeah.
And
No,
I'm
I
just
believe
like,
that.
I just looked at it as badass Santa repairing himself, but apparently, all
Yeah,
the
that's
chicks
what
were
I
like,
thought. Yeah.
But all the women were looking at the soft tummy with the fucking like hard chisel fucking shoulders and arms, and they were just like,
Yeah.
sploosh.
So Mel goes, this is your next cosplay. Like, this is your next cosplay. I'm like, you just
For
want to fuck
reasons.
me in a Santa Claus.
I was gonna
suit.
say
That's
for
it.
reasons,
That is
dude.
it. And so she's gonna make me she's making me the costume like legit, and I'm like, fuck yeah. So I was like, I need to hit the gym. I need to get my shoulders a little bit bigger, and it's gonna go down. Because I'm even gonna do like the whole blood, and the first con that I can go to after I have the suit, totally gonna fucking wear it. I don't give a
So-
fuck if it's in fucking
You know what I
April.
liked the most about it is that it threw me off that he wasn't John Wick. You know what I mean? Like I was expecting like he's pulled some like shit out his ass, and the fact that he's kind of bumbling around while he's and like having a hard time.
Well, he was still
like
drunk.
That.
He
well,
was
yeah,
still
I mean, he was
fucking
drunk off his ass. Oh
Yeah.
no, I get it, dude, and I get that he's got like his past and all that shit, dude. I
need a fucking sequel prequel for this fucking movie.
Right? Give me that
Like-
whole fucking backstory, bro. I need that. I need
to know
that.
how the magic works. Like
He doesn't know though. You
he
will
doesn't
never
know,
find
but
out.
I want to know how the fucking magic
see,
works.
I like that. That's such a good, easy out of just like not being able to explain it because you even have Sandy. You're like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's fucking great too. It's so fucking great. And I want to know who Mrs. Claus is because I bet you she's fucking hot as shit.
Thank you. I thought the same thing. I was like, bro, she's a Viking woman, like queen warrior. Yeah, there's no way she's
got to
like,
be hot as fuck. And then for her to send him his fucking hammer,
she's gonna be like, what's her name from? Oh Jesus Christ, the second Ant-Man. Who was the mom there that they found?
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That her as Mrs. Claus. Done.
Yeah. So that was it, man.
I'm already texting my girlfriend like we got to see this movie.
You have to go watch it.
Dude, you really do. If you and it's dropping, it's on video on demand now.
Yeah, it's
but personally,
$20,
if you can go to the theaters, go to fucking theaters.
Yeah, watch it at the theater.
No,
I'm
if I can
glad
go
I
to theaters,
did.
like I'm gonna go. But if I have to, I will watch that shit.
Yeah.
Like wherever I can now.
Mrs. Claus would be Margot Robbie. She could. I'm not gonna say the rest.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Well, she needs gray hair, but that's fine.
No,
okay.
she doesn't even need to have gray.
No.
Maybe do we just go
silver hair? Silver.
Do we actually just go the older Margot Robbie and we just go?
I'll cream even faster.
Oh my god, dude! Come on, my name is Earl.
What the fuck? Is
Jamie
her name?
Presley. Jamie Presley.
Yes.
Nah.
The original Margot Robbie.
Give me Margot.
She's
Robbie.
still hot as fuck, but she's got that older hot as fuck, which I
Yeah.
think would work for Mrs. Claus. Just
Listen.
say it.
Silver hair. Oh.
That's right. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed that movie. And I'm
Yeah,
glad
it
when
was
you guys
great.
finally got to
So-
go fucking see it.
Yeah, and then I had to end up working last night. They called me in last minute, so just went and spent Christmas night there at the bar and came home, crashed the fuck out, and then woke up to a great text. More pipes busted at my grandma's, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll go fix that shit real quick. I got this." Looked under the house. It was not that simple. A beam fucking snapped, and well, it didn't snap, but it kind of cracked and hit the pipe, so it's now resting on the pipe, so the pipes can't go back together until I fucking jack up the house and fucking fix that goddamn beam. So that's my project this week. I didn't do any of it today. That's why I'm here. That's my story. John,
Oh
give
yeah,
it to me,
buddy.
baby.
All right. Well, obviously, we're talking about Christmas here. So, like Steve, my vacation started on Thursday. But Thursday in itself was a great fucking day because it was last day at work. Usually, everybody's just chill as fuck, dude. So, we had a big, instead of like doing lunch and everything, like everybody usually traditionally does, for the last 2 years, we've done breakfast. So, we'll do it at first break, dude. Like, I brought in a straight up skillet and cooked 4 cans of hash. And then, like, another guy was making eggs and shit like that. The boss made sausage. Bro, it was filling as fuck. And that's really hard to work for the next 6 hours after you ate that kind of a breakfast.
Oh,
Especially when you topped it off with the monkey bread, dude. Like, I shouldn't have eaten that, but it was so good.
Oh my god, monkey bread.
Bro, that shit was so heavy, but it was so good. I've been eating like a fuck this whole like last 4 day span, dude. It's been not good. But yeah, Thursday started like that, dude. And then wife and I have been gaming nonstop till late in the morning, which has been fucking fantastic between Ghostbusters and Halo. Finished up a little. Yeah, buddy. Finished up a little shopping on Friday, dude. And then what was it? So Saturday was Christmas Eve. Went to the in-laws' house, had a good time there. Then went to my aunt's house, who I love her to death, but dude, there's like 10 people there. She makes food for 50. It's ridiculous, dude.
Oh shit. Yeah.
That
But,
never goes away.
I know she's nuts, and she even says she's nuts, but goddamn, we love her. And then fucking Santa came, dude. So we did Christmas Day, and my daughter kicked our door open at 6 in the morning and was like, Santa came! Not to mention Dad went to bed at 2:30 in the morning. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so we did that, and then went over to the parents' house early in the morning, did big breakfast there, and then went over to Grandma's house later on in the evening and got the fuck out of there before I felt like tensions before certain family members were getting into it. And I was like, all right, peace out. I'm going to go enjoy myself. yeah, dude. And then fucking that was it, man. And then enjoyed myself. And then I actually ended Christmas night watching this movie, to which I didn't know how I was gonna fit it in with Christmas. It was a tight weekend. I was wondering where I was gonna put this because I like to try to watch it as close as possible to us reviewing it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as per tradition, my family, we always go shopping the day after Christmas just to like go spend the money, whatever we got, or at least some of it, have some fun, go out to dinner. So I wasn't able to watch it in the day, but we did do our shopping today. I didn't spend any money. I never do. I was like, yeah, I just got shit for Christmas.
Yeah. I don't need nothing.
And I had a realization, dude. As much as I love the new streaming style of platforms for gaming, such as Game Pass, and I do use it because it's awesome, right? It kind of kills any excitement for really getting any new games or anything like that because there's really no new games I want to get or anything.
Yeah.
I feel like most of that shit. So that was just kind of a weird, like, I still want to get Callisto Protocol, but I still just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's like High on Life and everything like that I still have so much to juggle. So, but
That's why I'm the old school. I don't use it very much.
it's there's catch-22s to everything, unfortunately. That's what it is. Like, it's great because you have this whole library in your head, but it's like, I don't know, it almost kills the whole like joy of getting, like, I still like physicals if I can get them, but that's all Switch for me, you know. But yeah, man, watch this movie, fucking enjoyed my ass off of it, dude. I probably watched this shit at like 2 a.m. last night. I was like, damn. I took a solid nap, so I was good to go. But I am ready to discuss this shit.
Yes, let's do it.
So we are talking 1999, End of Days. Bob, I believe this was your pick, good sir.
Yes, it was. So
give us that plot rundown, homie.
You got it. On December 28th, 1999, the citizens of New York City are getting ready for the turn of the millennium. However, the devil decides to crash the party by coming to the city, inhabiting a man's body and searching for his chosen bride, a 20-year-old woman named Christine York. If he bears her child between 11 p.m. and midnight on New Year's Eve, the world will end, and only the hope lies within an atheist ex-cop named Jericho Kane, who no longer believes in God because of the murder of his wife and daughter. Directed by Peter Hyams, Time Cop, The Relic. Written by Andrew W. Marlowe, Hollow Man and Air Force One. Produced by Army Ann Bernstein, Disturbing Behavior, Bring It On, Bill Borden, La Bamba, Desperado.
I love La Bamba, dude.
Who would like to do these? Since
Steve, you go ahead and take it, bud.
All right. Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Batman and Robin, Red Sonja.
He fucking put Batman and Robin in there.
Fucking Red Sonja,
Well,
which is a fucking
but you know what,
horrible
though?
movie.
You know what, though? Batman and Robin was the last movie he did before End of Days.
It was also the highest paid movie he did, actually.
Batman and Robin was 97, right?
Yep, he was out
and
for
he didn't do anything for 2 years because he had that heart condition.
He had a heart surgery. He had to get 2 valves. We'll talk about that.
That is right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Gabriel Byrne, Ghost Ship and Stigmata as The Man. Robin Tooney, The Craft, Supernova as Christine York. Kevin Pollak, The Usual Suspects, Casino as Bobby Chicago. CCH Pounder.
That's such a
RoboCop 3.
fucking awesome name.
Yeah, that is a fucking great name. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight as Detective Marge Francis. Derek O'Connor, Deep Rising, Lethal Weapon 2 as Thomas Aquinas. Miriam Margolyes, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Cats and Dogs as Mabel. Udo Kier, Suspira, Blood for Dracula as Head Priest. Mark Margolyes, Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, The Pit and the Pendulum as Pope. Rod Steiger, The Amityville Horror, The Kindred as Father Kovac. John?
Hell yeah, dude. And I'll take over for Chad Daddy. Music was done by John Debney from The Emperor's New Groove. Fuck yeah, dude. Love that movie. And The Relic. Cinematography by Peter Hyams from Stay Tuned and Sudden Death.
I love that movie. Stay Tuned with John Ritter.
Never seen, so I have to watch it.
Where he gets sucked into the satellite dish. Him and his wife get sucked into the satellite dish, and they're like on demonic TV. Like,
I don't know if I've seen that one.
You've never seen Stay Tuned?
I've never seen it.
It's a horror comedy?
It's a horror comedy, yeah. And what's his name?
Dude, I've never even heard of that, but I'm down for John Ritter, bro.
The principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
He's in it.
He plays like a demon that's trying, like, basically they're going door to door selling satellite dishes that are taking people into
I mean, the
this
dude
programming.
was a pedophile, so he kind of was.
Yeah. But he, it's a really good fucking flick. Like,
Oh
I like
shit.
it. Yeah.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
have to remind myself of that. All right. So, all right. Edited by Jeff Gullo from Wind Talkers and The Punisher. Effects and makeup by KNB and Stan Winston Studios. Do I have to say? Distributed by Universal Pictures. Runtime of 122 short people. MPAA rating of R. Budget 100 million. Grossed 212 million. Gentlemen, let's discuss.
I'm gonna say this. I said it before we got into. This is one of my favorite Arnold flicks. I feel because especially for his character, it's real. You know, there's someone out there who's had some sort of shit happen. They're never gonna let it go, and this is the extreme, to a degree, of someone who still lives with it every single day, and it never goes away. I also think it's one of his most underrated flicks of his entire career, and it brought him back into action, his whole action star thing. And I feel for his age, the man still looked great. I absolutely love this movie. I'm just gonna say it right off the bat. Go for it.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. It's not like it's the first time I've seen it. I'm sure it's not the first time neither you boys seen it for sure.
Yeah.
No, and honestly, it's been such a minute. I've actually kind of forgot a bunch of stuff, so it's kind of really nice to revisit it. I remembered obviously there was parts I remembered. Like I always remembered him. I always remembered when the dude was it Gabriel Byrne gets first possessed, and he comes out and grabs that chick's titty.
Yeah,
and by that tit and starts making out with her.
And you're just
I'm looking around like somebody's in my basement. Yo, dude, I feel growing up, there was always been a little secret desire to just be able to do that somewhere.
Oh yes,
not in 2022 though.
No,
not now.
Unless you found the right one.
That yes.
But then I feel it's more role playing because he's still got to probably be discussed before. You know
I mean,
what
that's such a great fucking scene though, because
dude, it's crazy.
He just gets up, goes to, and we have no idea who this dude is. There's no introduction to him.
Get
There's nothing.
One line of dialogue from him that you clearly hear before he becomes possessed, and that's it.
Yeah. And then he gets possessed, walks out, and you can tell his demeanor. He's just like, he's just this different fucking person. And I love Gabriel Byrne. He's such a fucking great actor. And especially in this role, he is great as the devil. And like you said, he just walks up to that chick, fucking grabs her tit, starts kissing her. And I don't know if it's her husband or her boy. He's like, hey.
I'm assuming that's the husband.
And he just fucking looks at him like, what? And then when he walks away, you could tell she was like dripping.
Oh yeah, she was smitten. That's for sure.
Okay, but here's my thing: when it explodes,
fuck yeah, dude. I think it was her.
Exactly. Okay, thank you. I was about to say, did he make her explode with that kiss?
I think he did. I think he planted whatever, let's say some magic demonic little
bomb.
Yeah. I guess that's the easiest way. But then, I feel like it was just, she did that, and then boom, like that was.
Well, think about it. He's the devil. The devil doesn't necessarily. I mean, maybe that was to throw it off, but the devil can do what it wants. So if it wants to make it happen, it's gonna make it happen.
Yeah. But that's dude, like when he gave that dude that look, like that was just like that was awesome. Now, I will say we'll throw the bad stuff out right from the get-go. CGI doesn't necessarily hold up to the best.
No, it does not.
In its ability. You got to give it to with the time. I understand. I still say Spielberg stole the soul to the devil to make Jurassic Park, but that's a whole different podcast. I know that argument always comes into play. Jurassic Park CGI. I understand. I think something crazy happened there.
The Illuminati funded it. That's
dude. Something.
Yes.
They were real dinosaurs.
Brody said he put a sea demon in her mouth. I dig it. That's what it's going for. Fuck yeah, dude. But no, this movie, it brought Arnold back, but it's not full Arnold action movie. Like, no, there is. It starts off that, and I feel it gives you that to bring you into like, you're like, yo, this is an Arnold movie, so we'll give you a little bit of action in the beginning, but then we're actually going to give him just like actual acting role for the rest of it, which is fantastic, dude. You finally get to see some chops on Arnold, So, and oh man, all I could think of was in the mob scene. I was like, So I was like, him and Michael Myers literally just took like the same fucking abuse.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I don't know, man. This movie is like, I love how he brings people back from the dead for his buddy.
Oh yeah, for his nefarious purposes.
Yeah, his
They bring
buddy,
fucking buddy back.
the police
cop,
chief,
Marge. Yeah.
Yep. Which this movie, I don't know, man. This movie was a fun ride. It was fantastic. I haven't watched it in a long time, but like I said, dude, the CGI unfortunately just
That's the
it's with the times, but there's not
You know-
too much of it.
Well, it
No,
was like
there
the
really isn't.
scene in the church when the devils come, when he's in his full form.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
the
the
finale.
fucking
Yeah.
pews, the pews are fucking moving forward, and then you see the devil pop up, and you see Arnold standing there, and like there's this quick cut to it, and it is so fucking shitty looking. Like
Yeah.
you could tell they used like fucking miniatures and then CGI, and then it was
Yeah.
shit. But I remember that scene being so fucking cool looking back in '99 when I first saw this fucking movie.
Well, because we were watching it on 4K TVs and fucking
Exactly.
Yeah,
all that
you're
other
literally
shit,
seeing
dude.
every
Yeah.
nook and cranny you could possibly see with it.
Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the design of the devil in itself because when I see it, it reminds me of the face from fucking ID4. And I'm like, well, now I'm just thinking about Independence Day, and that's just fucking, I don't know.
Well, then it had tentacles and shit too, like at its base there was tentacles and shit, and I wasn't
Like,
too keen
it didn't even
on
have a
that.
neck, though. Did you notice it? It was like a bat,
Yeah.
but it was like its head was attached right to its like
Yeah.
shoulder. It was weird. I don't know.
Well,
Definitely
see,
a very
and
interesting.
I was telling Bobby that I was kind of like upset because I was watching some behind the scenes stuff about the movie, and Stan Winston made a life-size prop that
What?
looked fucking
they did.
legit. It
How
looked
fucking did they use
fucking
that?
amazing. They didn't have time to do that and the CGI together, so they just went full fucking CGI.
So don't do the CGI.
I'm gonna send you guys. I'm gonna send you that. Well, you probably saw it, but I'm gonna send it to John. The clear picture of the mannequin that they had. It's
Yeah.
so the CGI obviously for this movie didn't do it justice, but what they created as a full-fledged prop, if that was used with proper lighting, easily I would actually consider it a very scary looking fucking devil. It's
Yeah.
got some pretty good shit to it.
I'm not a big fan of monster looking devil. You know what I mean? Like the devil in Constantine. That is what you know what I mean? I don't know.
I like it, but at the same time, I'm not a fan of this particular design. Like, I think devil, I think like Tim Curry or something like that. You know what I mean, dude?
Well,
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah, that's
like,
but
I
that's,
like
that's
traditional.
humanoid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a humanoid devil, which is cool. I like that. But then you got to remember too, the devil's a fallen angel. So
Oh yeah, dude. This shit
and-
look fucked up and weird.
well, no, not even that, because he
Well, no,
was,
wait. What hierarchy?
was the
of
most
angel is he? 'Cause
beautiful-
he was the first level, right? First.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm
But-
a little slow on my religion here.
I,
know who
I
we
sent
need
you.
is-
I sent you some pics, John.
Hell yeah, buddy. No, that's. You know who actually had one of the coolest Satan designs, dude? Do you guys ever play the game? And this would be going back to like PS3 360, but it was oh my god, it was like God of War, but you went to hell.
Oh, Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno. Did you ever
Yes.
play that?
I did.
No,
Dude,
I
the
did not.
design of the devil in that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Until he came, like he was big, and then so Bob, like you would defeat like a giant version, like Arnold fought kind of in the church, but he
Right.
looked cool shit. But that wasn't his true form. But then his true form was like this 10-foot or 12-foot tall demon with like a 3-foot horse cock that would keep slapping you in the face as you were
Oh
fighting.
my god!
It was the funniest fucking fight I've ever had in a game, dude. It was great.
So as far as the design for the devil, I know like mixed emotions. I always like a monster version of the devil. Yes, he's a fallen angel, but eventually, there has to be a point where any sort of part it is a monster. Whether
Yeah, no,
it's-
I get that. I get that.
so,
But
you know,
even
so-
like with Gabriel Burns, when he started getting fucked up and like he started having like like the cuts and shit on him,
Yeah.
like that to me was scarier than
Dude,
the
I wish
CGI
they
monster.
kept his like husk the way it is before it left it, like in the
Yeah.
thing. Like I wish he was still chasing him down. Obviously, the husk is destroyed. You can't.
Yeah.
But
Or
at the same time, like you feel like he's Satan. He would be able
and
the
like
power to be able to
turn
do it.
his eyes a different color, like give it that more demonic, like keep the skin
Like supernatural style, like go black eyed.
even black or red, black, red, whatever.
I always said white,
whatever.
completely white would have looked cool too.
White always
Whichever.
looks cool, man. That yeah. But no, it's a fantastic movie, man. The acting's great. Cinematography,
It's too dark. I still think this. I know.
Yeah?
It's, I know it's grimy New York. I get it.
See, that didn't
But
bother me. I didn't think
but
it was too.
It's. I don't know. I feel there are certain scenes just. It's too dark. Like if
Okay.
if he's in the subway, fine. The subway is not meant to be.
I was gonna say the subway sewer scenes. I'll give you that, but at the same
Yes.
time, it is underground. Like
Yes, but then there's just other parts where I'm like, if I had to pick something that really bothered me, it was too dark. Even his apartment. I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
wow, he's a suicidal motherfucker. You don't want to.
I understand.
Did
Well, no,
anybody
no,
have the shake for breakfast? Either
Bleh.
y'all didn't
We
have
know-
y'all didn't have the shake.
I mean,
All right,
I had
so
a
how did-
protein. I had a protein shake, but not that.
Let's go through the list
one.
of. Let's go through the list and see if we remember it all. So it started with coffee,
Yes.
Mhm.
Pepto Bismol.
Yeah,
Beer.
Was it
Beer.
beer next, or was it
Yeah, it
Chinese
was-
food?
No,
Okay,
it was
beer.
beer,
it was beer,
Beer,
Chinese food.
Chinese food.
Chinese food, floor
And-
pizza.
Oh,
and
I forgot about the
then- and
pizza.
that's-
And then
that's
the
it.
There
There
wasn't
was
anything else in there.
No,
you put an egg in
eggs.
there.
No egg in there. I will.
He definitely put a cup of something else though, or was that the beer?
No, that was the beer. That was the glass that
Okay.
he had sitting.
Oh, that's
there.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
glass,
yeah.
and you poured it in there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So
Ugh.
listen.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the
I've
day.
watched that scene. I don't know how many times, and I just go like this. I'm like, if you really are hungry, I guess you're really gonna suck that shit
See,
down.
I feel like I could have did almost everything because like Chinese food maybe probably is from like the night before, but the floor pizza, man, you lost me at that.
That's a
but-
That's a Domino's pizza too. You could see it looks like a Domino's pizza.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that's a dominant move, which yes, also it is.
Well, yes, that too. It's a very dominant move.
Ugh, so gross.
That's where you're literally in a room full of people and you just showed your dominance and you're just like this.
Yep.
It's all over.
But no, man, I like Arnold's character in it, dude. I like how he won't even crack with the devil once. I mean, he obviously knows it's the devil, but like the whole scene just going through that whole scene again with his family, like that would just be so fucked, dude.
And, there was a lot of people that did not like this movie because, unlike a lot of the other Arnold movies, he didn't crack a whole bunch of one-liners like he normally does.
It's not that kind of movie.
Exactly.
No.
And that was different for him, and so that's why this movie really didn't do well, because people were like, oh, well, this isn't what we're used to. But I mean,
Yeah.
after the fucking atrocity we got in Batman and Robin, like,
I
thought this was
don't
a
even
good.
I don't even go off of that, dude. If I think of like 90s Arnold movies, dude, where you got like Eraser and all that other shit, dude, and True Lies, even those, they weren't like heavy on the one-liners. They have them, but this one still has one-liners, dude.
I gotta say,
This one still has. Come on, you're a fucking choir boy compared to me. That is a fucking one-liner and a half.
One of my favorites is when he shoots his buddy in the hand. He says, "Stop being such a pussy. You fucking
Yeah.
It's just a scratch. It's just a scratch."
There's so many lines from this that used to be on the Arnold prank phone calls, dude. Like
Oh.
I can literally.
And you know what the weird part is? Just real quick on 90s Arnold, real quick. There's not too many of his 90s movies that I would say are actually bad. If you consider box office wise, like Jingle All the Way was not a hit, but it's
Jingle All
actually
the Way
still
was
it's
awesome.
it's a great movie. Like
One
Eraser,
of the best
is-
Christmas movies ever, dude.
Yeah, like Eraser is still a great movie. It's got some cheese, but it's still great. So the only bad movie he made was Batman and Robin, but that's because when I say bad, I don't look at that as a traditional Batman and Robin movie. Like it's just,
I
it
don't
doesn't-
even blame Arnold for that.
No, I
blame
don't.
Oh, no.
Schumacher for that.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
a Schumacher
yeah.
move for sure.
Best
So-
Arnold
Clooney,
movie in
and
the
Clooney.
'90s though was Last Action Hero.
Oh, I love Last Action Hero. I say
Yeah,
Terminator.
you
2,
might
but
have me
that's-
there on that one, bud.
I don't know. I like Terminator 2,
T2,
man. Terminator 2.
I mean, T2,
91.
but I'm talking about movies where he actually is funny. He was funny in fucking Last Action Hero, and I fucking I love funny Arnold.
Kindergarten Cop. Come on, is a good. I
That's
think it's
80s.
actually. No,
Yeah.
it's not. No, it's 90. 1990.
Oh,
Oh shit! I thought
I
that
thought it
was
was like
99.
88.
No, 88 was twins.
Okay. What about
And 80
Junior?
Junior was 94.
All right.
And then True Lies came out 94 as well.
Fucking Junior. That was a terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
That one I will say
terrible.
was definitely a questionable one of just like, okay, you're really trying for this.
Well, that's just because they wanted to do Twins 2, but they couldn't do Twins 2. So they're like, yo, what else can we got? Let's make Arnold pregnant.
So,
All right.
Yeah, let's fucking make the most macho man on the planet fucking pregnant.
Listen, say what you want. Some of his one-liners there are like, wait a minute, way out of left field, but it's like he comes up to him. My nipples are very sensitive. Feel how soft my skin is.
I remember that shit.
Fuck.
But no, going back to this movie, man, it was fun, man. Like I said, you got Action Arnold in the beginning with him like strapped to a helicopter doing ridiculously crazy shit that probably he should not be doing as a security guard, but totally is.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And yeah, I liked the whole, like, even starting with the crazy priest, man.
Yeah.
Like, I like how that started with the whole, just that, and his tongue was already cut out. What the hell is that?
I just like the aspect in general. It's literally the end of the new millennium is on its way, and everybody thinks everything's fine except for we.
How old were you in '99, Bobby?
5, gonna be 6.
Okay, so you probably don't remember how crazy everybody was going because it's the year 2000.
Bro, the announcer had it. The announcer said, as soon as he's like, computers are shutting down, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Y2K all the way.
I remember that shit, and everybody
so
was
stupid.
so fucking paranoid, though. Like, mass hysteria because nobody knew what the fuck was going to happen with computers and computer systems and this and that and end of the world and the Mayan calendar and fucking all this other fucking crazy bullshit that was fucking going. Not even the Mayan calendar. I don't know what that. Nostradamus. That's what it was. And fucking, so everybody's just like on edge. And then the countdown begins and nothing
fucking happened.
It was the most like, womp, 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 womp.
All that happened was Prince's song got overplayed the fuck out of that night, and that was about it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure the people who quit their jobs back then were like, "Oh shit,
Dude,
dude."
and that's why I committed suicide and shit.
There was a
lot of suicides before this shit happened.
That begs to say, dude, like that's just clearly people that were just in a really bad spot, and unfortunately, just some kind of news, like devastating news, it was overly crippling for him. So once again, if you need help, reach out to suicide hotline.
Yes,
yes,
for sure, or friends. Friends are always there too. But no, let's see. I mean, so we talked about shitty CGI. Bobby definitely mentioned the lighting. I'll say the lighting in the alleyway scene was dark, but I feel like it was meant to, so you could have the more flashlights on him when he was like in
when he gets beaten up, pretty much.
Yeah. What? Jesus Christ! What the hell is? I'm
He's
forgetting
on
the
a
name.
cross.
Yeah, I know, but what the hell's the name?
Crucified.
Crucified. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was brain farting terribly. But is there anything else to discuss with this gentleman? You want to move in? We don't have a Brody, unfortunately, tonight either. As if anybody's been reading the comments, he just couldn't get it. It wasn't streaming anywhere for him. So,
I think we said a lot. I think we covered that.
Watch
good.
the fucking movie if you haven't seen it already.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's literally it's a perfect New Year's Eve movie.
Oh yeah,
watch this fucking flick on New Year's Eve.
You literally get some Christmas music. It's a perfect in between Christmas and New Year's Eve movie.
Yes,
because you still get Christmas stuff in it because it's always the after effect. Like if you go to a restaurant right now, it's not like they're not still rocking their Christmas shit. You know, it's a good. It's a quote unquote good holiday movie.
Yes,
fuck yeah.
It's also, if you're an Arnold fan in general and you don't know this exists, which I'm going to question you in every way if you don't, but that's just me. Watch it. Just watch it.
No, he's got some serious chops.
This is also, one more thing I'll say about him in this. This is the start of some of his a little more serious action movies. Like The Sixth Day came out after. I love The Sixth Day. I think that's another.
That was the clone one. Yeah,
dude, that's another underrated movie. And then a movie I hated as a child, but love it now, Collateral Damage. It's the
I haven't
only
seen that
movie-
one in forever.
It's
Wait,
the only movie. in
What one
his
was that
whole-
one? I feel
That's
like I
where-
watched that one.
All right, so he's a firefighter, and his kids get his wife and kid get killed in a terrorist attack. And he goes
Oh,
to
yeah,
find
yeah,
the
yeah.
That's the only movie in his whole repertoire. Not one gun does he use.
I
Not
feel like
one.
I watched it, but I haven't watched it since it's come out. So I will say, like, I feel like one of the only Arnold movies I haven't watched, which is kind of almost fitting in the vein of this movie a little bit, just in serious acting, and is Maggie. And I've heard great things about it. I just
Oh,
haven't
I've
watched
never
it.
seen Maggie either. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I heard that was they did really good with that.
Sweet, sweet. What's up, Mel? Welcome to the party.
Hi, baby.
All right. So, I mean, overall, if you guys haven't figured it out, we enjoy this movie. It was a fun
Yeah.
ride. So,
Yeah.
Steve, you got behind the scenes, buddy. What do we
I
got?
do. All right. So Arnold Schwarzenegger found this film too dark, not concerning the themes or the story, but director and DOP Peter Hyams' lighting. For the same reason, this was the last movie that Stephen Kemper edited for Hyams, as the dark lighting caused all kinds of editorial difficulties.
No shit.
And I feel like if maybe the movie wasn't that dark, they could have done a little bit better with the CGI. Like, it would have held up a little bit better.
Maybe.
I think so. Maybe.
So, and then Arnold, this was Arnold's first film, which we said it was his first film since Batman and Robin, because he had the heart surgery after playing Mr. Freeze. So the studios were like super anxious to even like insure him, because they weren't sure how well he was going to do. They saw him perform the stunts on the rooftop, and they were like, cool, you got this. We'll back off.
Yeah, and then afterwards, all of a sudden, all these movie roles come
Yeah.
rolling in.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Marcus Nispel quit the project, not because of creative differences, but because of an embarrassment when a 64-page manifesto of his on-set demands was leaked to the press.
I would like to see what some of those demands were. If you're,
I saw
embarrassed.
part of the list. I saw
What-
part of it, and
And?
one of them was like, the sex of this position has to be female or something, and it was somebody like, I don't remember what position, like on the film crew, had to be a female for whatever fucking reason. And it was just, there was a whole bunch of like stupid, like sexy shit that was in there. So that's why he backed out of the film, because he was originally supposed to direct. But talking about other directors that we were supposed to get, Guillermo del Toro was offered the chance to direct, but he turned it down. And Sam Raimi was also offered the director's share of this film, but he declined in order to make For the
Spider-Man.
For the
Nope.
love of the game.
Damn. I was hoping you were
Yeah.
going to say Spider-Man.
Oh,
So I wonder how much different.
Sam Raimi's would have been way different, dude.
oh yes. Oh
who,
yes.
who was the first one you said? Del Toro?
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah.
Ooh, that would have been.
His
Those
would have
would
been.
have both been way different, and they're still interesting as fuck to see, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah. Hmm.
I feel Del Toro would give us a little bit more look or insight into hell. We would have
Yes.
got a little bit better. I feel we would have got better creature design. Maybe even some more like creature effects with the said like dead or possessed people. Even I don't
Yeah.
know.
With Sam Raimi, I think. Oh God, I don't.
Raimi could
A li-
go.
a little chaotic, a little more chaotic.
Raimi would go chaotic. Obviously, we would get some classic like camera zooms and pulls. Given his style, I feel it would definitely be more embraced with like probably moments where like they're supposed to be scary to like either Arnold or like when
Yeah.
Satan's. I don't know.
No. I think honestly, if Raimi did direct it, the Arnold possessed scene at the end, I think he would have made him look a little more gnarly.
Dead-eyed-ish.
Yes.
See, but I wouldn't want him to be like dead-itis though.
Well,
you
maybe
know what I
not
mean?
dead. Maybe not dead-itis, but itish. But definitely.
Dead-itis.
But definitely something that would make you go, "Whoa, okay,
Yeah.
you got me."
Yeah.
I think like honestly, I go back to what you said, man. Like I feel like you could have just changed the eyes a little bit, or even like every once in a while, just go like full white and then go back. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
something.
Like, yeah, back and forth. Like, if he's fighting internally, you know what I mean? That would have been
Right.
really cool to see. Yeah.
I always like the eyes like roll into the head, dude, where you just see like still like
Yeah.
veins and shit, but it's all just
Yeah.
white. Give me that.
That yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Continue.
All right, so this was the last movie to be pressed in the Laserdisc format in the United States.
No shit.
That's why
So
I want to
they-
find.
The pre-orders they didn't press enough to cover the sale of the pre-orders, so this is one of the it's a very, very sought after laser disc.
So
I
it's
wanna find it.
super fucking rare.
Super fucking rare.
This
I'm
Yeah.
looking it up to see if I can find it.
It's it's
just
on
for
my
the hell of it.
rarity list to find.
No shit. End of days laser disc.
So while you're looking that up, an
Yeah,
alternate
please.
ending was filmed in which Jericho resurrects after impaling himself on the sword,
But
and then leaves the church with Christine. Test audiences preferred the ending where Jericho dies, even though the resurrection ending was never released. It was used in a novelization of the movie. So basically, God resurrected him to give him another chance for saving the world.
I like the fact that he died. Like,
Yeah.
it's sad, but it feels like it gives it more like a deeper meaning to his sacrifice.
And I believe this was the only movie other than Terminator where Arnold dies.
No, it's actually the only movie where he dies and he's human.
Well, that's what. Yeah, he's human.
Or
That's what I
yeah.
mean. Yeah.
So yeah. There's not too many others.
Where he's a human character and he died. Because in Terminator, he's a robot every time he dies. So
Yeah, I
doesn't
say
count.
because every time he's the action hero, so he's not going to.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to see Conan die off. You're not going to see Hercules in New York die off. You're not going to see. Never seen Hercules in New York. I suggest watching both cuts. The one where Arnold actually speaks, and then the overly dubbed one where, like, because they were like, Arnold's accent's too thick. We need something else. Because that one's even funnier. Because you're just watching Arnold with this dude's voice who does not
match.
Arnold,
Yeah, it doesn't match. Yeah.
Because you're just, it's like generic white Tom voice, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Yeah, it's bad news. But it's
Okay.
hilarious though. The bear fight, dude. Mwah. Mwah.
All right, so
man, what else
Father Kovacs says to Jericho Kane that Satan's greatest trick was conceiving men he didn't exist. This is a quote from the French poet Charles Baudelaire, and also appears in The Usual Suspects, also featuring Gabriel Byrne and Kevin Pollak.
I mean, let's just say, for not sake, the devil does exist. That would be his greatest feat, dude, to make people think he doesn't exist.
Yep.
Honest to God, like that would be.
Yeah.
Because, like, no, think about it, man. If we actually knew for legit fact there was Satan, that means at some level there's mysticism and magic and all this other shit, right? So whatever reality that we have been conceived and noted is all bullshit, which I feel like most of us kind of already get that fact anyways. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
honestly,
the
I
next
feel like
episode of Somewhat Supernatural.
Yeah, right, dude.
that would be.
I'll go down that rabbit hole with you, Steve.
I want to be on that ride.
We're gonna eat some shrooms and then go on it, Bobby.
All right, I can't do that part, but I'll do
That'd
it.
be a 6-hour podcast, dude.
Longest podcast ever.
It's still going. Has there ever been? I mean, I guess they've done like 24-hour streams and shit like that, like people have done. But no shit. What else we got, Scoops?
All right. Let's see. Years later, Miriam Margolyes revealed on a talk show she did not enjoy her first and only working experience with Arnold.
Oh, I know why.
Because
You had smelly breath.
she
No.
so
Oh.
eloquently put it, he farted in my face.
That's
So
how he
when
knows
they
you
were-
he likes you.
So when they were doing the scene where she's fighting him, which, you know, crazy scene because it's like she's this older lady fucking whooping Arnold's ass. But you see it real quick where her head's kind of like right by his butt, and he accidentally let a little toot out in real life, and he farted in her face. So she got all pissed off about it, and she's like, "Yeah, I never want to work with this man again."
I'd be like, listen, if you need to fart in my face to even it out, I guess we can. But
I could see that. Yeah.
I mean, was it like a forceful push or was it like an accidental slip out?
Well, they were in a fucking fight scene.
I was gonna say,
man. So it's like, have you ever seen where somebody's like squeezing somebody else to help like extend their back or something like that, or like stretch their legs?
And it happens.
People squeeze
Bro,
out farts all the time.
When I used to do yoga, yoga farts, bro, like just from
I heard
getting
you-
in like different positions, you're like, oh shit.
Yo, do you guys?
Sorry.
Well, you might not rock with it too much, but maybe you do. Do you guys have heated seats at all in your cars?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do.
Do they make you fart?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
why is that, man?
Because they make you feel nice and warm.
I
and
think it is,
loose.
dude. Like, it just gets everything churning.
It's
a
like
little bit.
sometimes you
Why am I
like
so
settle
fucking
in, and all of a sudden
pissed?
you're like this.
Steve, there is nothing
alright.
better than heated seats mid fucking winter, bro. They're the
Well,
fucking
I mean,
money.
our,
You don't
our
really-
winter lasted 4 days, so it was
Yeah.
like fucking 60 something degrees today, so we were back to normal.
Did you get any snow?
No, fuck no.
Oh,
Go
okay.
fucking figure. It was just cold as fuck. Like, I had to bust out my Bane cosplay jacket. It was so goddamn cold.
That's funny. You're like, I don't even have a winter jacket for this. I gotta go cosplay.
I don't. I have a Bane. I mean, and it's a legit fucking jacket.
Right,
And it's
right,
got like fucking like carpet material on the inside. So it's like the warmest jacket I have.
Mm,
But I look like a
nice.
fucking fucktard fucking walking around the bar. You think the darkness is your ally. Like fucking
Oh, I hate that Bane's voice. Anyways, what else we got, Scoobs?
Liv Tyler was offered the role of Christine York, but backed out over contractual issues.
Okay.
She's yummy too. I mean, they're doing fine.
Yeah, agreed.
I loved her when she was in Incredible Hulk. I was like, yes.
It's Armageddon for me, man. The fucking animal cracker scene.
So you know what, dude? I'm gonna take a hard take, man. I actually like Deep Impact more than Armageddon.
I
know.
I
I
can't
know.
agree. I can't agree.
That's fine. You don't have to. It's a hot take, and most people think I'm stupid for it, and that's fine.
Now,
But-
Deep Impact does have that one cool scene when they're standing on the beach and you just see that fucking giant wave, and that's always terrified me.
Like Deep Impact was also because I remember even laughing at it in theaters because like that kid with the dirt bike would no way be able to like go across multiple states to escape that tidal wave. Like, that
Oh
was
yeah,
fucking
no.
stupid. But just as I don't know, I like Morgan Freeman as a black president. I was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, you know.
But man, those are two fucking random ass movies. Isn't there like what is that? Is there a name for that when like movies release with the same theme throughout, like Dante's Peak and Volcano?
They call
you
it
know what I
Hollywood
mean?
cashing in on something.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
what
that's
it's called.
But you know, like I feel like, well, no, because Deep
You would
Rising
probably
and Ghost Ship are too far apart. Those
You would
didn't
probably
run off.
say it would be more like a Hollywood trope of this is what they're making now.
Yeah, I guess it's just riding coattails. I guess that's the
Although I
easiest
will
way.
say, I think Dante's Peak is a little better than Volcano. That's just me.
I don't remember which
I
is
mean,
which. I just know they
Dante's
both have
Peak,
volcanoes in them.
Dante's Peak was with Pierce Brosnan. Volcano was with Tommy Lee Jones.
I like the Tommy Lee Jones one.
I kind of go with that too. Dante's Peak had a nicer title. I'll give
Is
you
that the one? Which one's the one where they fucking they make the lava go different with the cars?
Volcano
That's
Okay,
Volcano.
then yeah, okay.
with the shitty fucking CGI.
Yeah,
lava.
with the super shitty CGI lava.
Hey, all I know is Dante Peak has a scene where a truck's driving through lava, and I'm over here like, there's no way that truck would move.
Yeah, it wasn't like the tires weren't even burning to like.
Yeah, and I'm
halfway
over here
through,
like,
so I was like, what?
There's a full tire
Instantaneous,
on
like,
that.
Instantaneous pop as soon as you hit that shit. Oh man.
But whatever,
What else-
continue on.
Yeah, what else we got, Scoops?
Okay, one of 3 movies revolving on satanic appearances to get released in 1999. Also interpreted as 666 with the numbers put upside down. With the other films were The Ninth Gate and Stigmata. So those 3 were all released in 1999. I love The Ninth Gate.
I think I have it.
The
but I've
ninth
never
gate
seen
I
it.
haven't seen, but Stigmata I enjoy.
Ninth Gate was Johnny Depp, right?
Yes, it's good.
And
Well, it's not.
Stigmata was
That was Patricia Arquette.
Yeah,
She was in it. How do I?
Gabriel Burns was in it
Yeah.
as the priest.
Yeah, he played the good guy.
Oh, you know, I wonder if I have that too. I might. I think I was confusing that. There was a movie where Heath Ledger played a priest. What the fuck is it? Oh, The Order? No, The Order. Yeah, totally different. Anyways, what else we got, homie?
All right. After the man Gabriel Byrne leaves the restaurant in his newly possessed body, He leaves, blows up the restaurant, and casually walks out of the flames in the style of the T-1000 walking out of the flames in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah,
He does the same thing when he appears in Christine's home, just
And it's
walking through
awesome.
that fire. But it doesn't make sense to me because if his physical body can be harmed by bullets and shit, why is it okay to walk through the fire?
You know, you bring a point there. I would have never thought of that.
I needed to now.
That
but
always irked me.
Loophole. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe just because the fires of hell never will hurt. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but no, he does bring a
But
point.
you're right
there.
though. Like if the physical form can be harmed by anything, you still think fire would be in that precedent. Like why is fire
Yeah.
get the magic pass?
Or
is it because,
life.
I mean, at the same time, he also made the physical form piss oil. So
Yeah, that's true. He did make it. Yeah.
So I mean, like, if he's got oil going for blood now, and he can still walk through fucking fire on, I don't fucking know. He's the devil, dude. Doesn't make sense. Anyways,
all right. So to keep the film on schedule, Los Angeles was doubled for New York City. They would digitally incorporate New York City buildings in the background. So this was fully shot in LA.
Except
feel
for
like if
what
you
the
knew
except for what
knew
the
LA,
crane
you probably
shots or
could.
no? Because the
Do what?
crane shots have the fucking bridges in there. Those are hard to probably get. I'm sure.
He might have been CGI in there.
Yeah.
If so, then that's actually pretty good CGI. I actually got to say
That's where the money went. They're like, fuck Satan. We need them bridges in the beginning scene to look fantastic. I don't know. Maybe architecture CGI back then would be easier than because like things moving and stuff. That's the problem with CGI. There's always like some shine to it, sheen.
Yeah.
And even still happens to this day. You know what I mean? Like to get them textures, they're getting better. But obviously there's like some shit that's just fake. Holy fuck, dude. But alrighty. Anything else, buddy?
One more. Actually, it's one more with two more little dots on it. Allegedly, test screening versions of the film had the following alternate scenes. On the train sequence, before Satan leaps across the carriage, he points and says, "Jericho, I will cast you down like my father did to me at the beginning of time." This was in the test screening, but cut in the final version.
I actually think that line would have.
That's a cool line.
That's a good line. That's a very good line.
What, people don't want to think of God actually throwing out his son, even though that's the whole like fucking story.
And then we kind of touched this on this one. It says Jericho impales himself on the statue of the angel and is believed to be dead, but then opens his eyes and pushes himself off the sword. His wound is miraculously healed, and then he and Christine walk out of the church. Happy ending. So there's versions that have those out there somewhere.
I say I would like to see. I would like to see it. It doesn't have to be the ending, though. I would like to just see it.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, I'm happy with the way it ended. Like I was always shocked the first time I saw it. I was like, oh shit, dude, they killed Arnold. Like what the fuck?
That was one of the reasons. Actually, as a kid, that's a reason why I hated it, because I'm like, he fucking dies. That man.
Yeah, I mean,
dies.
as a kid, because you're always watching all the hero movies, dude. You're like, yeah. And you watch this, and you're like, oh, Arnold's
fuck
depressed.
you.
Arnold's been through some shit, but hell yeah, dude. All right, well,
all right, and that's it.
Scoops, awesome.
The
Thank you for
cheeks
that.
are closed.
Thank you for that. Also, Chad Daddy for sending that to Scoops.
Real quick, not for behind the scenes, but since we're going to get on to the questions, we all need to pick a one-liner.
Oh, I've already said mine twice, so I'll still go.
I have two, but yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We'll add that in the
we'll get there.
questions. All right. So first and foremost, gentlemen, what format was this watched on?
I thought I had the fucking DVD. I know I had the fucking DVD, and I could not fucking find it. So I had to watch
DVD,
it
baby. Yep, that's it. Yeah, me and Johnny right there.
That's right.
Dude, I have that. I just could not fucking find it for the life of me.
This is when DVD cases were good and not little fucking skimpy bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does yours have the stupid little side tabs? I hate these.
No, mine is actually a rental case. So it's it's enforced pretty fucking good.
Look at that. I even got the fucking security tag still there. All right.
I said the Gremlins.
Look.
Gremlins took my copy.
Gremlins took it? They might have.
I got fucking like mail order shit from Universal Studios in here. Like
hell yeah, dude. I know I always like the Universal DVD trailer in the beginning of this shit where it's got like the Mummy. It just makes me want to watch the Mummy because anytime I see it, I'm like, well, here we fucking go. I'm watching all three of them. I don't care about the other ones with Scorpion King and shit, man. Fuck that.
But yeah, DVD.
All righty. So DVD, and you said Prime?
Amazon
No,
Prime.
Amazon. All right. I'm sure it was nice and clean on there. Was it a 4K or just 1080?
No, it was
probably?
not 4K.
I say I don't know if they have this in 4K.
It needs to be.
So douche of the film.
Oh.
I mean, let's just say we take Satan out of it because Satan's got his game, so I get that, and he's supposed to be the ultimate bad guy. Me personally, I'm gonna go say with half of the Catholic Church that was just trying to murder this girl and go against what they were told.
I would go with them also.
Like maybe the one guy that was leading it more specifically, that dude with the red,
the cardinal.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
No, I would go with Marge because she wouldn't listen to him and almost tried to kill him before Satan got to her.
That's a fair point.
I mean, he kind of was going over his jurisdiction.
Yes, but at the same time, what were the cops doing?
Nothing.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, Arnold was definitely a faster at their game than he was, but he was an ex-detective, though, right? He was detective.
He was a detective.
So he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. No, that's a hot take, and I like it. All right. Favorite kill?
Cross to the fucking head.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Honestly, the death of Father Thomas Aquinas fucking nailed to the ceiling in a fucking crucifixion way. Yo. And the writing on his body. Yeah. We don't see it, but I like it.
Yeah, but that's a good reveal, dude, with the puddle of blood on the bed and then the pan up. I always enjoy that.
Yeah, I still love how they're questioning the cop and he's like, I don't know what he did. How did he get the fucking less scalpel in?
Let's see.
The titty bomb. Titty bomb's another good one.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna go piss bomb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it was more, I mean, it was similar to the restaurant, but it was funnier because it was piss.
Yeah.
And it was just such a weird scene. And I loved it. And yeah, like his friend died. He brought him back. And I love that he took his friend out in the same fashion. Like he just burned him fucking alive.
Yeah.
I consider that still part of it, even though it's like a long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it because it's also literally Satan pissing. Like, on the
it's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. It's hilarious in a fucked up way, but I enjoyed it, dude. I enjoyed it a lot because that just means like at that point, if you were as all powerful Satan, like you're gonna have some fun with it. You know what I mean?
Oh yes,
yeah.
Clearly, this dude is enjoying his time. He's not going straight for the fucking.
I'm just saying, if I'm possessed, I'm doing a lot of the opening scene stuff.
Which part you want to be specific?
And when the girlfriend looks at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I just
give that eye. I don't know, man. The percentage of people I feel like that would work on wouldn't be that high, but I feel like there would still be a percentage. And then there would be a slight percentage that would say they didn't like it because they wouldn't want to be judged for it.
Yeah,
but they did.
Yes.
Because there's always that. Because nobody wants to judge.
That sounds like life itself.
But we don't judge here, right? Judge
no, not at all.
All right. Okay, so best scene.
Oh, I got my favorite.
Ooh.
I mean, if
mine is the subway scene.
I was gonna say the mom and daughter meld scene. That was kind of weird.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Weird and hot,
but
and gross.
I love the subway scene. The whole fucking subway scene. I love it.
Okay, so are we talking about where Christine is first in the subway or later on?
No. Later. The action
when she's with Arnold. Yeah.
Okay, so the actual cult is down there, like that scene
when they're trying to escape.
Yeah. Okay.
The man.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, like, I actually even enjoyed like the introduction to Christine and her just having that freak out on the subway with the dude like shattering in the glass.
Christine.
Right? Kind of fucking. Why do they always got to make the dude look like so crazy though?
Dude,
you know what I mean?
follow him on TikTok. I follow him on fucking TikTok, dude, and he is fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, dude. Like his TikToks are fucking out of hand.
I feel like if that dude was in any other movies, he was just typecast. Like
typecast. Well, I mean, he's the albino black guy.
That's true. It's
Yeah.
true. But man, best scene, dude.
I know for me, it's when Jericho and the man, they're in his apartment. That whole scene from start to finish.
That's a good one.
Like they start talking about, oh, who does good? What does the good do? What do I do? They literally show what happened to his family. And
Yeah,
of
I was kind of going
and,
with that too.
and,
Like just
of
that.
course we get the fucking, you're a fucking choir boy compared to me. Like just ugh.
Is that your favorite line?
It
No,
really
it's
is,
actually
dude.
not. It's actually not.
That's probably my favorite line.
I have two favorites, but when we get there, but yeah, that's my favorite scene.
I'm gonna have to agree. It's probably the scene. It's probably that scene in particular where he's replaying what happened with his family, even into the alleyway. Because I like that. That's where we get the betrayal of his friend, and then he just drives her away, and then like he picks up Gabriel Byrne. And Gabriel Byrne just definitely goes right into like the pop the bubble zone. He's like, "Hello," like, yeah, I don't know. Arnold's just getting beat the fuck as he's just driving away. Like it was a fucked scene. Dude. I liked it.
Yeah.
I like that. That was like because that was like the turning point. That was just like, oh, dude, Arnold's like straight fucked in this situation. Like, what are we gonna do now? And yeah,
If I had to pick another mini scene, is when he goes back to the office he works at. It's like, what are you doing? He starts pulling guns off the fucking thing. Like, I've kind of had enough of your shit today. So here's some.
right.
It's like here's some nuclear fucking things that go into the little. And guy's like, what are you doing? My job. Leave me alone. The cops are after you. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Right. Yo, I want to know, by the way, with the Catholic shooter there in the beginning, like, do you think he had like crosses etched in on his bullets and shit?
He better have.
I bet he did.
He better have. And those bullets
it's
better have been fucking blessed too. That whole gun better have been blessed.
Right, like each of those are like soaked in holy water for 24 hours, dude.
Now, if that's true, he technically could have shot the man and maybe have done some damage. Just saying, could have saved a lot of time.
Well, I mean, theoretically, that's all you would have almost
had to do.
Well, I guess not, because he possessed Arnold and he was still trying to do his thing. But like, yeah, it seemed like the way they set it up, there was only the one vessel that he could essentially be part of. So if he killed that vessel, it wouldn't be an issue.
There was a lot of plot holes in the whole like Satan taking over the world thing. Like, I don't know. I don't remember all of them right now, but I do remember going, wait, what? That doesn't fucking make any sense, but whatever. It's a fucking movie.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be Satan came to Earth and is trying to take it over. Or, well, trying to make a baby.
Trying to make a baby.
Baby.
Right. He was trying to be the keymaster, but she was not being the gatekeeper. Or she was being the gatekeeper, but she wasn't
she
opening.
was. Yeah.
All right. So, opening scene hook you in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, dude, that was with the weird fucking nurse stealing the baby.
Yep.
And like that one dude who plays a fucking creepy dude in everything because of his eyes. Fucking
And
puts
his
little
fucking
snake blood in
accent.
her. Yeah, right. All I think about him is in Blood, or not Blood, Blade. Because he always plays that one head vampire that they bring out and burn alive on the beach.
Oh,
Udo
yeah.
Kier.
But let's see, what else do we have? Okay. So that was a yes from everybody. Most attractive character?
The
I'm gonna go
blonde at the beginning.
Ooh, she was hot too. I don't know, man. I think Christine was my chick, dude.
Now, see,
I liked her.
the girl who plays Christine York, like you see her in other things later on. Yeah, she's a very good-looking girl. So
She is, but I'm going with the blonde. And I never go blonde. I don't know why, but this blonde.
I know why. Dirty.
Dirty
Like,
bitch. I'm fucking blonde.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not gonna say I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I hope my girlfriend's not watching this right now.
Melody, if you're watching, chime in. Why don't you?
Log off, babe. It's fine. It's fine, babe. No, we're at the fucking. So we went to the movies last night, right? Like I said, we went to go watch Violent Night, and so I don't look at other women anymore like I used to, especially when I'm with her. Like I don't need to look.
Right.
Like I have my woman. I don't need to look. And so we're standing there, and I just glance over, and there's this girl walking by, and my eyes happen to drift, and hot damn, those yoga pants were like way up there.
It did the up and down. Yeah.
And I fucking I hit Mel, and I was like, babe, did you see that girl in the yoga pants? She's like, oh, I know. I've been looking this whole time. I was like, why didn't you fucking tell me anything? Why didn't you tell me anything? She's like, I thought
She
you were
don't-
looking.
See, that's confident right there. I like that.
She's like,
Yeah.
I thought you were looking. I don't know. I was like,
you-
no,
oh.
but I am now. Look at that shit. Like it was
No.
it was nice. It was nice.
My girlfriend does the same thing. She's like, "Do you see how big her butt is over there?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" I'm like, "Where are you? What?"
That's very nice. Nice.
But I'll never be stupid enough to do it in front of her on purpose, because the one time that I do it and she catches me and I'm
You're
not
s-
like, hey, look, I'm gonna get in trouble. I know her mind games. I know
Yeah.
her mind games.
that's true. I can see that.
But
If
she
you
could
get
do
ca-
it
if
to
you get
you.
caught. If you got caught just straight slack jawing, dude. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. All right. So, did the score set the mood? Yeah,
Yeah,
there was some
yeah,
Christmas
very
music
much.
in there. There was some Rob Zombie and fucking
Yeah.
Corn
love
and
the
other
fact that there
shit.
was,
Like,
like,
I mean, those
Everlast,
aren't
Limp
granted.
Bizkit.
That's not score per se, but I mean, it was. I don't know.
But the music in general for this, it very
Yeah.
haunting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked it. Oh, yeah, especially if we're going to talk about the main like
Theme,
that
like the main.
vocalized, yeah, that vocalized
Yes,
like
the-
choir theme, the or whatever
Yeah.
the bullshit is.
yeah.
I liked that they did use that throughout it because it definitely gave it that like nice set vibe.
Oh yes.
So yeah, score definitely did set the mood. Best song, gentlemen.
Super Beast.
Yeah.
Yep,
Super
I'm gonna
Beast.
have to agree with you on
That-
that one because I was jamming out
fucking-
when it was playing. I was like,
Yep.
yeah.
And that album came out the year before, so it just was brand new
really?
at the time. Yeah.
Nice.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Alrighty. Favorite character.
Arnold. I'm not disputing that with myself. Sorry.
So if I'm gonna say, despite Arnold, because obviously Arnold's great, I
Okay.
actually liked his buddy. He was a
Yeah,
little bit more of the he was the comic relief.
yeah.
I liked
If-
him. I feel like I would have been that dude.
So
I like the man.
Ooh, great choice.
I mean, he was great as the devil in this movie. He did fucking great.
Gabriel Burns definitely does play an
Yep.
awesome Satan.
yeah, if I had to say, yeah, despite besides Arnold, yeah, I agree with Scoobs. Definitely the man. He played it cool. Literally played it cool.
Like this one was definitely like the hot and heavy Satan, where it's like if we go like Constantine, that Satan's just straight up like fucked.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't. I mean, he might be doing that stuff, but he was, he'd be licking on you too. Like,
Yeah.
So, all right. Was it scary? Now, I actually watched this as a kid. Well, kind of a kid. Bob would have been really a kid. I would have been like
Yeah.
14 at the time. I never personally thought it was scary. I thought it was. I was a little shocked because, like, I honestly thought they were going to sacrifice the baby in the beginning, and I always forget that they don't. It's, you know what I mean? Like, I lead myself up to it, I guess.
I would say,
And then obviously the family scene is always kind of shocking too. It's like,
I would say it's scary due to the fact of, especially the time it was coming out.
okay, so you know what? Good, valid point on that.
Because
actually.
at that time, again, I was a 6-year-old kid. I don't know, but people who are older, the shit that was going on, this was a real event to a degree. Before it was like, oh, nothing happened.
No, you're right. You're very right. Actually, this riding with the times, coinciding with the end of the millennium, yeah, it could definitely be scary. And just even the idea of, especially if people thought in a religious sense that some shit was going to go down.
Yeah.
I even still think, so I would still say, even though there's no years of now saying, oh, this is going to end, it's still questions of, could it be religion or could it be natural disaster? Like we've gotten a bunch of those movies too.
Well, and
Oh, yeah.
I remember that the church in my neighborhood, because Catholic church, I grew up Catholic, they were actually having mass saying, oh, it could be the end of the world, blah, 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 blah. So like that church was like actually saying, hey, this could possibly fucking happen. So it was
I
scary.
can't remember. It's been fucking 22 years. There was nobody that went like Jonestown, like full like groups, were there? I can't remember.
I don't
Look that up.
no, that was for no, I don't think so. I don't know, maybe.
I just wondered if there was like some big, like weird, like packed group or something. Because obviously, yeah, there were people that did, like we mentioned earlier, unfortunately, there were that took their lives because they just couldn't handle what possibly could be, even though nothing happened. So, all right. So, mildly scary, I guess.
In a reality sense, yeah.
Did you wiggle your cord by chance? Because now you're Poppy. You were.
I didn't touch anything.
All right, we're gonna leave it as it then. Fuck it.
Yep. Just
All
leave
right.
it.
So, hold up today. Minus CGI. Yes.
Yes. Minus
Yeah.
CGI.
CGI. I mean, it's not terrible, but
No.
it's still a little rough. It's a little rough.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's not as bad as like the end of Black Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's not that bad.
No,
not at all.
All right, so how's the acting? I'd say it's top notch, dude.
Yeah.
Actually,
Everybody in
And
it did good.
Yeah, Arnold, he showed acting chops. Not that he never did, but more here because he had to be serious.
This
he had
was solid.
he had to give it seriousness. He had to still have the action hero, but he also had to be vulnerable.
Right. Like, he didn't have to be the big buff guy in this one. Like, he
No.
was still, and they gave us like a sleeveless scene a couple times with Arnold, so you still get it.
I say for a man who had hearts, those arms are still going. I'm here.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fucking right. So, did we like the cinematography? I mean, I don't think it was anything too right home necessarily about, but it was all right.
No,
It got it done.
I still think it's good. Just my only takeaway from it was just the lighting.
dark.
I've said it a million times. The lighting.
Yep.
That was the only
Weird.
takeaway.
And last main question here for this list is: did we like the premise? I'm gonna say absolutely.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
End of
Okay.
the world movie with Satan. Let's do it.
I'm in.
All right. So, recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Rewind.
I
but-
really like
Rewind.
this movie, but rewind it and maybe clean up CGI, give it a 4K.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say rewind it.
Give it an ultimate release.
Yep. Re-release. The fifth
Yes.
R.
Yes.
All righty. So, okay. No, I agree. I because this is a great movie. It's
Yeah,
not.
no.
It's not that old.
No, it's
And
not.
I really enjoyed watching it again. It's been like I said, probably a good 10 years since I watched it. All right, we're gonna rate this bitch. This is probably the smallest number.
All right, wait, real quick. Favorite lines.
Oh, favorite lines. Yes, I'm sorry. So yeah, mine's definitely fucking Choir Boy. Compared
Scoots.
to me.
I have to agree with John.
See, all right. So I have
Choir Boy.
I have
Choir Boy
two.
compared to me.
My favorite, one of my favorites is when he's getting shot at by Marge and he literally goes, "Jesus, Marge, what the fuck?"
That's a good one, yeah.
It's not meant to be funny, but at the same time, it's like
Arnold's
why is this
Arnold's what
funny?
the fuck? Yeah, because it's Arnold's delivery on his what the fucks.
Yeah.
That's what makes me always laugh too.
And then my other favorite is when he looks at the priest and they're inside the church and he goes, "Between your faith and my Glock 9mm, I'm gonna take my Glock."
God damn, that's a good one too.
And he did. He was fighting
Yeah.
for that in the
He was-
alleyway,
he was-
man.
he's
He
like-
was just striving to get that shit.
He's like, my Glock wins.
Alririghty, boys. We are going to rate this bitch. Unfortunately, it's just 3 of us, but we can still do this.
Yes.
Bob, give me what you got out of 5, bud.
4.5, only because of the CGI. I would give it a full 5, honestly, but it's 4.5.
Fair enough. Steve?
I give it a 4.5 also, only because of the CGI.
All right. And I'm just going to make it easy. Well,
No, be
let me,
real
let me,
about
let
it.
me, I got to be honest with myself.
Yeah, be honest. That's all.
I'm giving it a solid 4. Like,
That's
it's still
fine.
really good.
That's
I
fair.
don't know.
No, that's fair. There are,
yeah.
and real quick, I know because Scoops touched on it before. Some loopholes or some plot holes, they do exist. I could probably name a few that he's probably thinking of too. So, re-release the movie, maybe touch up some plot holes. Although that would probably be really hard to do unless there's scenes that have been deleted and maybe did, and then they had to get rid of. We don't know, but yeah. Re-release it and try and give us a little more if there is more, just to touch up some.
They
certain
probably
things.
won't give us more, but I can at least release and touch up. I'll take that. But
Yeah,
with our score, that gives us a 4.3 for 1999 End of Days.
Right
So
on.
not bad.
That's-
We will let Shad Daddy know to mark that in the book.
that's fair. It's big time fair.
All right, sweet. So let's see. Do we have what we are doing next episode?
Oh, I don't.
think
I don't think
this
we
is
s-
okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, and we talked about the oh, wait a minute. Nope. Fuck. Yes. Okay.
What is our first
So-
episode of 2023?
2023. We have mentioned this on the show before, but us three boys, we did not start this show.
We
No,
did not.
We were. I was the closest one, and I still was like episode 30 almost coming in. And Bob was right behind me, and then Scoobs eventually joined us, and we found the trifecta of what we got going on here. But that being said, there's a lot of movies that we personally didn't get to review, and we want to review with the Chad Daddy. And even Chad Daddy wants to re-review them to see if he feels the same way or if he might feel different. So we're doing the first, what we are calling our recast episodes. And this is actually my pick. And believe it or not, it's kind of funny because the episode is going to be on January 2nd. It was actually the very second episode of Gore and More, and that would be The Burning. So we will be re-reviewing The Burning on January 2nd, which I'm very excited because I have never seen it. It was literally like I love the episode the boys did on it originally, and it made me always want to watch it, but I feel like they did such a good job kind of covered it. I never really had to.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about this movie is I have to say
George
this
Costanza?
now. No. It's actually behind the scenes. Tom Savini did the makeup. But the fact was they offered him Friday the 13th Part 2, and he's like, no, I'm doing The Burning. It's totally different. And then he did the movie, and he's like, that wasn't really totally different.
Yeah, I was literally the same thing. But
I'm just interested to see how the score is going to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what I'll say about it. I wasn't there for it.
I
so
wonder
know
if
what I'm gonna
we
say.
got to talk to Chad Daddy, but I'm assuming like we're going to come in with the original score as well, so we can contrast after the fact. You know what I mean? So we can contrast it there. All right. So you guys want me to just break down what we're actually going to do for January, seeing this is the end of the year? We'll give it a nice little
do it.
2022 or 2023 preview. Okay. So we already, as mentioned, first week of January is going to be The Burning recast. Second January week, second recast movie Popcorn.
I'm excited for that. I've never seen it, so I want to see it.
I've never seen
that.
it
Might
either.
be. Was that one of your boys, or was that Chad's recast?
I think that was Chad's.
Okay,
Yeah, that
fair
was
enough.
yeah.
Then January 16th, we are starting a trend for the year. This has been discussed. We were going to try doing a solid block, but then we were just like, no, that's too much. So for January 16th, we are going to be starting our monthly marathon of the Friday 13th series. So we will be doing Friday 13th, part 1, January 16th. There's no reason we should not have everybody on that fucking episode in the chats, because what the fuck, dude? It's something that was always even mentioned on the show that was never going to be done. But you know what? We're in year 5.
We're going to fucking do it.
Fuck it.
We have to do it. We have to
gonna do it.
Right, dude? Like, yeah. All right. So then January 23rd is the next recast, which I am very excited for. It was covered on the show, however, not by any of us. And that'll be Monster Squad recast episode.
Fuck yeah.
I love Monster Squad.
It's the Monster Squad.
Kick
Shout out
them
to
in the nards.
Shout out to the Beetle Bros. They covered it when we did the pod swap like a year or two ago. They did a great job. We covered comics and kaijus. Well, yeah, we did comics and kaijus though. You remember? Because we did Tremors, and then we did the Witcher comic, I believe. That was fun. I think we should definitely all like try to do that again at some point. And then we're gonna end it up on January 30th, which is a movie that the boys covered right before I fucking joined, and I was so sad that I missed out on. But I know all of us are gonna fucking enjoy it. That's gonna be Terrifier. Is how we're ending fucking January.
I'm just doing the
so whose pick was Monster Squad?
Chad wanted to redo it because we actually never did it.
Okay.
Because he felt like, because with the pod swaps, which was cool, because even like us going in trying to judge Tremors as a kaiju movie, which, you know, theoretically you could, it's not the format we were used to, and it wasn't the format with Beetle Bros. Like the Beetle Bros kind of had like hard time like adjusting to our format a little bit. So I think Chad wanted to see like where we would actually take it, you know, just going off of our normal formula to which we do. So, but yeah, man, January is going to be a stacked fucking month. So just to reiterate, we got The Burning, Popcorn, Friday the 13th, Part 1, baby, with that Kevin Bacon, Monster Squad, and Terrifier. I'm excited for January.
That's a solid
dude.
fucking month, man.
That is a solid.
That's a solid start right there.
And I haven't seen Burning or Popcorn. So that's two new movies.
I've never seen
new
Popcorn,
movies to me,
but I've seen The Burning. I like The Burning, but you know, it's the
so. But I will say with this, if I can suggest, if you guys have never listened to the older episodes, go listen to the older episodes. Get what the review with the old crew said.
Yeah.
With Boss Man, Chad Daddy, Wes. Yeah, and then and then listen to see what we'll say, what the new squad says 5 years down the road, how we've watched a lot of movies, we've put a lot of shit under the belt, dude. We perceive things a lot differently. So, and the show in itself is set up a little different at this point.
Yeah,
close, but
I still have to do a little update on my list of movies, even though we have a ton to choose from.
I haven't done any. I haven't even given Chad a list because I honest to God think we have so much. I don't even need to, because I know Brody gave him a good solid list, dude. You guys already have. We got the recast episodes plus the Friday 13th thrown in. So if he needs a couple fillers, I can throw some in. But honestly, dude, I don't know. We might be solidly stacked,
I'm gonna have a list of fillers to be like, throw that one in there for a day or whatever.
Yeah, because there's always that good chance we could run into where we can't watch something because it just might be locked or for whatever fucking reason there's no distribution of it. Who knows? So, but hell yeah, man. So The Burning next week, to which, you know what? While we're talking about that, let me look that up to see where we can fucking watch that.
On demand, just saying.
Oh,
well, that's fucking you and your mad
or you
Satan
could buy the Blu-ray from Shout Factory too.
It's on Tubi for free because Tubi is fucking awesome.
Tubi or not to be.
Or not to be. Not to be.
It also says Amazon Premium subscription and Roku. Wait a minute.
Well, the premium subscription might be like with stars or some shit like that, maybe.
Yeah, but it doesn't come up with stars first. So usually it would do that, and it doesn't. So I don't know. I'll have to check it. But yeah, 1981's The Burning. Get your fucking hedge clippers ready. All right.
They're right. They are right there. Right there. You see the two little
I can't see it.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. Don't be confused with part 5, but we'll eventually get to that.
We'll get to that one too.
Maybe we should have saved the. No, that's probably good. We probably can't do The Burning in part 5 right next to each other. That'd be too.
No.
Oh man. So before we end this shit out, is there anything nerdy you guys got? Because I really don't, man. I've been Christmas.
I don't have
all hard, so
I got something.
Go ahead, bud.
And I think it's a cool one. So there's a new documentary coming out in February of next year. It's an Elm Street documentary. It's called Fredheads. It is a documentary on the particular dedicated fan base to a Nightmare on Elm Street series. And it's going to be hold on. It is due to be released internationally for purchase on February 14th. The documentary follows a group whose friendships were formed and molded by A Nightmare on Elm Street. They venture out to share the stories of other fans from all ages around the world whose lives were also changed by the horror film franchise. It was directed by Paige Troxel. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that. She was the director, editor, and producer of Fredheads. So it's been a thing she's been doing for a while. So that would be cool to see. That's a totally different documentary than some of these other films have gotten.
Word. Interesting.
Cool.
That's really all I have. There's a million other things going on, but nothing that's really popping. You know what I mean?
So for, I guess, nerdy, at least for myself, I'm a huge That 70s Show fan. So they just dropped that 90s Show trailer for Netflix. It looks okay. I don't think it'll be something that'll last, but I'll probably check it out.
Yeah, it's not.
It looks
last.
fun.
Yeah,
no, it looks fun, but
it'll be fun to see them in the roles again.
Yeah, especially because they're going to bring all the other characters except for Steve. They're not going to bring back Hyde, unfortunately, because Netflix is not working with him. But everybody else is coming back in. I guess Fez will be in there probably the most because he plays the town's hairstylist. And I was like, okay,
all right,
makes sense. I would love it somehow if they brought back in Tommy Chong, but I can't imagine they actually.
I mean, the guy,
Leo's still fucking
he's
selling. Hey man, but yeah. Other than that, dude, so it's super fucking like not gonna fit with any of our memories, but I guess unless you got kids or whatever, or if you're like super nostalgic 90s. So like Tamagotchis have been trying to come back, right? And they have with the older ones, but there's this. Oh, Ben says there was Tommy Chong on set. Awesome,
nice.
But my daughter got this new one from Santa, and the new Tamagotchis are all like color screened and like full fucking games, dude. Like there's shit, and there's a camera on there, and you can do shit with the camera, and like, yeah, bro. And they're like so like crazy. Like my wife went and got one today too because she's like, oh, I want one. And I was like, why? But like, yeah, like I don't know, like you make food for it, but you can like take pictures of different foods and it'll make like combos for it, and you do shit with the dude. There's like so much. There's games you play with it on there. I'm like, that thing's like a whole Game Boy now. Like it's fucking insane, dude. So anybody that was like into that shit, dude, kids wise, yeah,
check it out.
Go get that. Yeah, that was. I don't know, man. It was different. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? And she has an old school one, so that's pretty much just like thrown to the fucking wolves at this point. They're easier than actual pets. That they are, Ben. That they are. I have pets.
Cheaper than kids.
That's true. It's only like a one-time purchase of $50. Versus a multitude years of you can't even
debauchery.
Everything. Medical bills, headaches, liquor, whatever, dude. It's all that. But let's see. I think other than that, man, I don't really have anything super on the
I'll be honest, I was not nerd news prepared for this episode, but I will be for next one. So
no,
we'll get some for next week.
It was thick on the Christmas, dude. So it was kind of hard.
Yeah, man.
It was.
But that's okay, dude. It's what I will say. Fuck it, dude. This kind of works because I'm nerdy enough, and I know I never even did this. This should have been Slice of Life, but this is a Christmas gift that I got from my sister and my brother-in-law. And she was super excited for me to open it, which I was like, you always know those gifts when like the one person that got it for you is just like foaming at the mouth for you to open it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why is it what the fuck is in this thing? So it's a little disheveled, but I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? And it's possibly one of the greatest things I got. Let's see if I can hold it up right here. But yeah, guys, all hail the fucking flag.
Oh shit. That's cool.
That is fucking dope.
Fucking love it, dude.
That would be
fucking
out
love
of my
it.
house on Halloween, baby.
It's gonna be out almost all year round, dude.
Oh yeah, that too.
Halloween, dude. I don't want to put it out now though, because I don't want to get it ruined in the winter.
No, you have to put it out like the start of October or summertime, and it's gotta be out.
Okay, so Ben just said that's badass. Scuba got me a kid's book. So yeah. So we did recycled corn gift exchange on Wednesday, right?
Right.
And Ben always gets me fucking gag gifts, okay? Every time, has never gotten me any sincere shit. It's always some fucking stupid fucking dickhead fucking joke. So
like it's a Spencer's back to the shop purchase.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a smartass and get him something fucking funny. So I bought him a children's book on haunted places.
That's awesome.
The only thing that would have made it better if it was a fucking pop-up book. Okay. So I am laughing my ass off giving him his gift because he for once did not get me any sarcastic shit. He got me a Ray Stantz fucking figure about this big, Ghostbusters figure. So I'm like, fucking nice. Then there was more shit in there. There was a little mini Green Ranger, little mini fucking Optimus Prime, Starscream, Megatron. So it's all this cool shit. And I'm dying laughing giving him his gift. I'm like, it's a fucking kid's book. It's a fucking picture book. And like I'm dying on the podcast laughing my ass off because I didn't know at first that it was a kid's book. It was a book that said, "Yikes, it's haunted." Okay, so I didn't even look at it. I just thought it was a funny name to get him a book that said, "Yikes, it's haunted," because he's part of Dark Side Paranormal and technically the Rookie. So I was like, I'm gonna get him this book. Then come to find out, when he opens it, it's like there's like a fucking parents letter in there that says, "Parents, talk to your children about the paranormal, blah 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 blah
Oh
blah,
my
talk this and
God.
that," and it's like a legit educational fucking book.
That's
But
awesome.
it's a fucking like kids book with picture. It's got more pictures than words.
That's my kind of book, dude.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
Are
it
they
was
cool
funny.
pictures though? Like, are they all like
I don't know. I
cool
didn't fucking look at
cryptids
it.
and shit, dude?
I don't know.
Like,
No, it's just
'cause-
like haunted places and like haunted
Oh,
items
okay.
and stuff. And
Because I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, dude. Like a cryptid kids book, I think would be awesome. Like,
yeah.
sweet, like.
And then
illustrated
not
drawing.
necessarily a Christmas present, but I stole this from my girlfriend.
What's that?
It's a
The
book.
chilling
Horror stories.
Ooh,
Short
okay.
stories.
ooh, I want that.
Yeah.
Mel, give me a link. I need to know where I can get it, please.
I think she got it at Barnes and Nobles,
I'm going to Barnes
if
and
I'm
Noble.
not
Word.
mistaken.
So I will say I thought it was fucking hilarious because like, so my sister's like myself, right? She likes horror movies and everything, and so is her husband. And my wife, obviously, like she rides that train, right? Dude, so all of us got each other like shit that is like all horror. Like, so they got me this sweet new like Texas Chainsaw hoodie that I'm wearing right now.
Nice.
And they got me that flag. Well, they got Jen this sweet fucking dope Captain Spaulding shirt and everything like that. Well, I got my sister like this plague doctor and like this like Halloween haunted house. And we got Brian like Ghostbuster. And my mom's just like in the middle of this and she just yells at me. She's like, "This is not Halloween, people." And I'm like, "It's Christmas." I was like, "And you don't know your children at all."
Oh my God.
Well, listen, she pushed so
Listen.
hard against Halloween. There's a reason my sister and I are the way we
Listen, I mean, I was a kid when I got these because now I got to say this. So obviously, we all know I like horror. Ooh, shocker. So when Mezco was doing figure lineups, what they called Cinema of Fear,
Oh yeah.
I said to my mom and dad, I said, I need all four. It's a series. It just came out. The first thought in my head was I can imagine like my mother and father going to Spencer's Gifts because Spencer's carried this shit at the time, going to get it. And I open it up on Christmas morning and I'm like, oh, I'm like, someone said, "You really do ask for that shit on Christmas?" I'm like, it's a fucking gift. Who cares what's under the tree?
Yeah, dude. Like if that's this if it's a legit gift and it's something
You
that
like?
that person
Yeah.
enjoys, like what is it? It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
like,
matter what it is. Yeah.
the theme of the gift and whether it's the theme of the holiday. I'm like, and it's the best part is too, like you got to see my mom's Christmas is the overly elegant Christmas. So everything is like nicely white themed and stuff like that. And then here's us with all our horror shit, dude, like all bloody and black in the middle of it. It's like, yeah, fucking A. Oh, and I should have wore it today, but the wife got me this dope fucking Ghostbusters cheesy sweater. Kind of like my Friday 13th one.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's nice. It's in the hamper, unfortunately. But that's all I got, man, for being nerdy, dude. Like, I just wanted to show you guys the flag. I brought it down because I totally was going to do it earlier. And I was like, oh, yeah. I fucking love it, dude. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, it just makes me want to have a big diesel truck with a flag rack on the back just for
It's like, what
for
are
a
you?
hearse,
What are you? Don't tread on me. No Halloween.
right? All hail the fucking flags. Oh, man. But
yeah,
you know what, gentlemen? I think
that's all I got.
all right. So we'll sign this bitch out until the new year. So, Bob, you
Hell
want to
yeah.
start us out?
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amon, saying we'll see you in the new year. Have a happy new year. And don't be a fire boy. Do it now. Steve?
Hell yeah.
This is your host with the Ghost Prince of Paranormal, the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, see you in the future, baby.
And this is your Not So Mean Fluff Master Supreme, letting you guys know that we'll see you in the new year. Watch The Burning, listen to the old podcast, and get ready for the new show. And remember one last thing, stay fresh, cheese bags.